Hey, what's up, guys? Intuitive 717 here. I'm back with another reading. We're going to dive into this message for the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? I am picking up on your sensual energy, Divine Feminine, okay? So I'm hearing that your sensual energy, it's actually really mesmerizing, but destructive, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, suitors, beware, okay? Y'all better know what y'all doing, okay? By approaching this Divine Feminine, you better know what you're doing. You better have a lot of discipline, self-control. You better have a lot going on for yourself, because whoever this Divine Feminine energy is, she will surprise you, okay? Very, very unpredictable. And I feel like the High Priestess energy is coming through as well, okay? So very, very, very sensual, so much to the point where your energy can be very distracting, okay? So you might have a lot of suitors feeling like they are very confident to approach you, and they may try to, I want to say, like, hypnotize you in a sense, but when you're coming to the High Priestess, you have to be careful. You might get hypnotized, right? Because you're dealing with a High Priestess here. So she already knows what you're coming to do. So that's a dangerous dynamic there. So I feel like what you are commanding is that any suitors approaching you, they're starting to realize, like, ooh, gotta have discipline around this one. Okay, so very, very sensual energy that's coming through for the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? This is an important time for you as well, because I feel like even you, Divine Feminines, you're surprising yourself. Just, you may not know where all of this energy is coming from. Many of you are being guided to step just further and further into relaxing into that feminine energy. And with that comes along just a lot of like nurturing yourself, indulging in yourself, taking care of yourself. And what it's actually doing is it's turning you into a magnet, okay? But at the same time, I feel like what's also happening with that effect of being like a magnet here is that you have many suitors wanting to approach you, and then all of a sudden I see, like, you know, when you slam on car brakes and it's like you have to suddenly make a stop. I'm seeing like this like bumping motion like that, like this stuttering, or like I don't know, like a jerking motion. That's how these suitors feel. Like, they're so confident to approach you, and it's like the minute they start experiencing your sensual energy, and they don't even have to, like, you know, be with you sexually or whatever the case is. It could just be like having a conversation with you, making eye contact with you, these types of things. It is very mesmerizing and distracting, but they're having to pump the brakes because they're starting to feel like, whoa, like, I don't feel like myself. Like, my heart is just like, I can't get a grip of my energy. That is what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? So it could be like you're in a really powerful time right now. I'm also hearing like the Kundalini energy rising out of you. So a lot of you could feel very like, I don't know what it is, but it's like you feel very like devious, like maybe like this snake energy, like very sensual, sexy. You might be coming into like knowing your sensual power as well. Okay, so it's like I'm seeing like many of you are exploring, like, you know, dressing in certain types of ways, or accentuating certain things about like your beauty. Like, before you might have put that stuff on the back burner, but now you're maybe starting to get more in tuned or more in touch with like where your power comes from. And for everybody, that's going to look really different. That all depends on like a whole bunch of things, okay? Especially like what your zodiac sign is, what your life path number is. You know, really get to know yourself, so that way you can really exude all of the sensual feminine things about you that's like really important to you, okay? And what I mean by that is like everything's going to look different. Like, some of you may have like a lot of power when it comes to like scents, okay? And a long time ago, you might have been like, you know what, you're right to intuitive. Like, I used to, back in the day, really love like a lot of perfumes, like a lot of body lotions, and just somewhere along the lines, you just either got too busy or you just don't like do that as much. I'm hearing to tell you guys, like, invest in doing that, because there's something about your, like, your beauty or the way that you smell, that could just make you feel like really, really good. Like, you enjoy exuding that energy about you, or it just might make you feel like really comfortable. Or there's something about like your pheromones that mixes really well with the particular types of perfumes or lotions that you choose. And you yourself, like it just makes you feel really sexy and really attractive. Okay, so do that for yourself. Like for some of you, it might be like, you know, like putting extra emphasis on like styling your hair every day. It's like, yeah, you're right. Like I actually do miss like getting my hair done all the time. It could be like your nails. It could be like, you know, many of you are starting to invest a lot of time in like your clothing or your fashion and realizing like, wait a second, I am a piece of walking art. Like I love dressing myself up and I love, you know, choosing to put really bright and unique pieces on myself. So I feel like in turn it's coming off as very like powerful and beautiful and like sensual, so much to the point where you are leaving people like in a destructive state of mind. And that's why I bring up the word destructive, because I do feel like many of you, again, you have all of these king energies coming towards you who are usually used to being really organized, on top of their game. And it's like all of a sudden after experiencing your energy, they're like, what time is it? What time is it, Mr. Wolf? Okay, so I'm going to dig into my tarot of sensual magic, and we're going to get a card on the Divine Feminine's overall energy and the impact that you are having around these suitors that are approaching you. Okay, they need to be aware. Suitors, be aware. This is not any ordinary feminine energy. This is a divine feminine who's very, very aware of her power, her sensuality. Let's dig all the way into the bottom here and let's see what's coming up. So we have the Judgment card. Okay, so, you know, with this, I see that you could potentially be, okay, I hate this saying, not that I hate it, but it's like, I don't mean to offend anybody when I say it, but I do feel here that you could have a lot of these suitors feeling under judgment, or it could be that, like that discipline thing, turning a boy into a man kind of energy. Okay, you might make them feel nervous all over themselves. Like they have to turn that mirror right back to themselves. And what I mean by that is judgment. And that's why I'm saying, suitors, beware. This Judgment card here does represent, if you guys will see here in the middle, there's a child and they're all kind of tied by these red strings. It represents like the effect and the impact that you have on anybody who approaches you. And it's not to say this in like a really cocky or arrogant way. It's just, it's true. Like once you step into your feminine energy, like it does become very nurturing, powerful, sensual, sexy, like everything wrapped up to the point where like many of you might feel like this overwhelming sense of masculine energy coming towards you. Okay. And for some of you, divine feminines as well, like if you have sons, you might even feel like they're just more affectionate around you. They are more protective of your energy, like just weird, odd things happening around, just like attracting that towards you. And it's because of that power. Okay. It is bringing about discipline. And I feel like a lot of these suitors, they like that feeling. You are completely unpredictable. So you're bringing about judgment, but in this like really, really stern way. Okay. And for many of you as well, I'm hearing that your boundaries are really, like they're really on point, High Priestess, whoever it is you are. You really have your boundaries up because you are just interested in protecting everything that you've created for yourself. And that's why these suitors have to have discipline when they're coming towards you, because if they don't have control over things like their sexual energy, it's just like their own space, their own temple, their own, like they have to love themselves. Like whoever these men are, these masculine energies that are coming towards you, one thing I'm seeing, divine feminines, is that when they come towards you, that breaks, that pumping that breaks is like, wait a second, like I need to love myself. I got to have a lot going on for myself in order to, you know, bring a proper offer to the table. Like it's not about having pentacles. It's not about having charm. Like it is about having the whole package. It is about bringing the emperor to you, because you're sitting there in like this very confident place of already having it all. And again, it's not in this like masculine way. Like, yeah, I have my own like empire here. No, it is literally like I am the divine feminine energy and I command masculine energy towards me to serve, and who and what it is you're serving better be someone or something that is bringing about the highest good within you. I think that that's what you're commanding, is like discipline. And this could even be for a lot of your divine masculines as well that are watching all of this unfold. They're actually seeing a lot of the sensual power and feminine power that you have as well. Many of you might be observing that your masculines are very, very quiet, yet you can feel their energy just all up in your space, okay? Just wanting to like, ooh, hug you tight, hold you tight, keep you safe while you're on this journey, okay? So let's see what kind of love and romance you're attracting towards you at this time, okay? It'll also paint a picture around like some of your sensual energy, what you may be doing to some of these masculine energies coming towards you. Okay, we have romantic feelings. Keep an open mind, because some of these suitors, they may be different than your usual type or expectations, but the universe is saying, with you being in this type of new energy now, like you're gonna attract like versatility, variety. Someone wise actually just said to me over a nice, a wise soul just actually said to me over a nice ladies' afternoon together, you know who you are if you're listening, that when masculine energies come towards you, like be open, divine feminines, because masculine energy, it's actually going to show up in a variety of different ways. Okay, it's really going to be masculine, but it's going to come off in a variety of ways. And I feel like for many of you, that is what you're being shown at this time. That's why for a lot of you, you're opening up to like these romantic feelings that are brewing inside of you. A lot of these suitors are gearing up to be like, okay, what do I need to do? Tell me what I need to do. You know, tell me what to do, because I'm ready to do it. That's the kind of power that you have, divine feminine, because you're drawing in like romantic feelings, sensual feelings, like they're mesmerized by you, and they're showing up in different forms of masculine energy. Okay, we also have soulmate. I feel like a lot of them may feel that you are their soulmate, but I'm here to tell you, divine feminine, get used to this feeling of every suitor, masculine energy that you attract into your life from this point, because many of you have really stepped into that like high priestess energy, that awakening, knowing your power, knowing who it is you are. You're going to get used to this. Like from now on, every suitor that you meet, you're unforgettable. You're always going to leave a mark on them. You know, you're always going to be the best of the best of the best. My tapas, my best grade. That's you. Okay, so get used to this feeling, this influx of masculine energies coming towards you, and they're mesmerized. They feel like you are their soulmate. Okay, and then your twin flame, divine masculine's like, hold up. Okay, we have wedding as well. Okay, and wedding may not represent the ringing bells and all of those things. I like to be more practical, blame it on the bull. But I just feel like wedding represents like commitment, like seriousness, the seriousness of these suitors coming towards you. Like there's no game playing. Like many of you have really elevated and stepped into this energy of commanding your exact desires, okay? And that comes from a lot of the inner work that you've done to recognize your own value, your own worth. You're unbothered. You're not waiting around. You have it all. You have everything for yourself. So that puts you in a position to be picky, to be choosy, okay? Don't apologize for it, okay? You've earned it. You've earned the right to be picky and choosy. It doesn't matter what these kings are bringing to your table. You have it all, okay? So that's why you are bringing discipline to them. It's like, wait a second. Forget all of this material stuff that I have, because clearly she's got it all back there. Now I've got to really bring it to the table in terms of like my character, okay? The kind of person that I am. How do I treat myself, first of all? And that's going to trickle down into how it is I treat others. And I feel like these are the kinds of things that you're paying attention to, High Priestess. Turning a man into a boy. Or turning a boy, sorry, into a man. Okay, sorry for the blunder there. It might just be the nervousness that many of them could be, you know, feeling around you. Losing themselves. And I'm telling you, these masculine energies that are coming towards you, I'm telling you guys, like they're used to being organized. Like their energy is calm, collected, cool. When they do associate with feminine energies, it's usually like these feminine energies, pick me, like fawning over them, fawning over their material possessions. You, on the other hand, High Priestess, no. You will flip that mirror on them so fast. And that's what it means to be secure in yourself. And that's why a lot of you, this is the reward of your solitude, of that solitude journey, right? Those tears on the pillow, the lonely nights, fighting off those lonely nights and alchemizing and realizing, okay, you know what? I know I'm hurting. I know that I'm alone right now, but I'm going to alchemize. I'm going to use this time alone. I'm going to use this solitude to work on me. What are these triggers coming up? How can I battle them? How can I heal them? How can I love myself? How can I nurture myself? That is why you're sitting on top and where it is you are today. That is why you're, you know, bringing about discipline within a lot of these suitors that are coming towards you, because you cannot easily be broken, divine feminine. And that's what's up. Okay, I love you guys so much. That's that confirmation. Time's up. We got everything that we needed to get into this message, guys. If you would like to connect with me for a personal session, be sure to check me out on hipsy.com. Okay, now you guys can actually call me. If I'm offline, you can schedule a session with me. Skip the readings, pick up the phone, and just call me. It's been really fun connecting with you guys in that way. I've been loving it. Thank you so much to those of you who have reached out. And if you guys have missed the sensual readings, or if you do enjoy cards from the Tarot of Sensual Magic, be sure to check out the membership section, okay? I do have a cute little sensual library that I have created there. So if a lot of you are at that place on your journey where it's like, woof, the sensual energy is just off the charts right now, it's happening for a reason, my beautiful divine feminines. It's because that energy is very powerful about you. It's nothing to be afraid of, okay? So do check out the membership section. If you guys check out the posts or the community board, I did recently post a couple of readings that I've just released. And the thing I love about the membership videos is that you guys will see that some of the uploads that I have in there I actually made like a year ago, 2 years ago, and now the titles are resonating on your journey. So it's a beautiful way of just seeing how things do evolve, all right? So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for your presence here on my channel. I love you guys in the comments. Thank you for all of the love and sharing your experiences too, okay? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.